Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Older's Wallet, and with so many changes in the credit card game, I've been wondering, with all the great offers out there, should you care about Chase and their 524 rule anymore? But first, if you're new to this channel is all about credit cards, credit card rewards, and showing you how you can use your points and miles to travel for less. So if something that interests you, consider subscribing and turning the bell notification on as well. Also, considering this video a thumbs up, it really does help the channel out. Now, everywhere you go, you hear about the 524 rule, right? You hear Chase 524 this, Chase 524 that. How does this card or that card affect your 524 status? Why would you even get that card? Don't you know that counts towards 524? And some of you out there adjust your credit card applications or don't even apply for other cards because you don't want to go outside of Chase's 524 status. And the 524 rule really affects how people do things. It might be one of the biggest rules or restrictions in the credit card game. Because if you go over it, Chase is like a bitter ex who wants nothing to do with you. It doesn't matter if you just want the card without a bonus or whatever your reason is. If you're over 524, Chase will not approve you. Other banks like American Express have their own restrictions, but they're willing to give you a card again just without the bonus, which is nice if life changes for you and that card could be beneficial for you at that point in time. For example, I canceled my gold card a while back because it wasn't giving me positive value. But if my situation changes and I feel this card could benefit me without the bonus, American Express would be happy to send me a gold card my way just without the bonus this time. And Chase cards offer plenty of value, but when you look at Chase cards, do any of their cards really stand above the competition? I mean, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, it's pretty much only good for the bonus. The Chase Freedom Unlimited, it is not the best non-bonus card out there on the market. I like the Freedom card, but I know some of you out there don't like rotating category credit cards. And of all their cards, I think the Chase Ink Cash is their best credit card. But outside of that card, can you really name a Chase card that is a top card for its given category? I can't. They're all really good, but not great individually. It's a very good ecosystem. And as for their reward program, I have been pretty vocal about the fact Chase partners are becoming less valuable. I've even called them a glorified cashback program. And Chase just isn't doing enough or frankly anything to add value to the ultimate reward program. And there's only so long you can keep holding on to the fact that Chase has Hyatt as a transfer partner. And I have done videos showing that the Chase Travel Portal isn't always the best option, even with that 1.5 cent per point uplift with the Chase Sapphire Reserve. But it really seems all travel portals from the banks have some sort of price inflation. Not in all cases, but there are plenty of price discrepancies. But I think people just seem to love the simplicity and the convenience of Chase's ecosystem, not that it necessarily offers people the most value. So with all of that in mind, should you care about the Chase 524 rule anymore? And I'm going to tell you no, you shouldn't care about it. But unfortunately, you need to care about it, and let me explain. If you're someone new or early on in the credit card game, you need to remember this game is not a sprint. And while you might see people getting different cards and talking about why they got those cards, I mean, for example, I recently just got 2 Bank of America cards. I would not recommend that to someone early on in the game to get those cards because you can get those later on. You don't want to miss out on money because you're being impatient. Because if you're early on in the game, you should still prioritize Chase cards first because of their damn rule. Because Chase bonuses can still offer thousands of dollars in value, even if their points aren't the most valuable points overall. And while you might read about people getting cards just because they want to and not maximizing their application strategy, doesn't mean you should be doing that as well. Stay the course, get your ultimate reward cards first, because you go after other cards first for whatever reason, you might be limited to just 1 or 2 cards, and that could cost you a lot of potential money or a lot of potential travel money. But what if you're someone who's at 524 or 624? Should you care about the 524 rule anymore? And this one's tough for people, and I totally get it, because you're so close to getting back into Chase's circle of trust, and you want that ultimate reward bonus fix. And here's how I look at it. You should always have a plan for your points and for the cards that you're opening. And if you're someone sitting at 524 or 624, and there aren't any bonuses that catch your eye, don't apply for other cards and see if you fall under 524. But if you're at that mark and you see a card that can help you reach your travel goal, then go for it. because it's not worth foregoing bonuses for months or even years because you feel the need to get another Chase card. Because while Chase points are valuable, they aren't that valuable not to get other cards to help you reach your travel goals. And if you're someone who's LOL 24, then if you're at this point, you should probably just move on from Chase and not really worry about them. You would probably need to wait a lot of time in order to fall under 524, and there are just plenty of cards out there on the market that can provide you plenty of value. Now, Chase has really gotten people to prioritize their cards over other banks because of the 524 rule. And while we can complain all we want about how restrictive or stupid this rule is, the fact is, Chase knows it's working because you hear about the 524 rule all the time. You see it from YouTubers or bloggers talk about it. It's in the forums and Facebook group. It's all over the place. So you know Chase sees this tactic is working on people because people are so obsessed with this rule. And until Chase starts seeing changes in their metrics that worry them, there's no need for them to change this rule. And while I really just want to say screw it and don't apply for Chase cards because Chase won't make changes until we do, but I know that isn't best practice. But for those of you avoiding cards or adjusting your application strategies just to get more Chase cards, I say stop it. Get your Chase cards and move on. There's just too much value out there to stay loyal to Chase. Now, wouldn't it be interesting if American Express started a 524 rule as well? That'd be quite the dilemma, right? Because I don't think banks like hearing they're a mid or late game option. They want to be your only option or one of the first options you think of. So tell me, do you adjust your application to stay under 524? Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in this video. If you want to help support the channel, a simple way would be use links to the website or in the description below. Until next time, safe travels, take care.